is concert etiquette gone? I would say yes and no, because I've experienced both sides of this. I've experienced such generous, such nice people at these concerts, and I've also experienced the worst fucking people at these concerts. People are saying online, kids nowadays don't know concert etiquette, don't know movie etiquette, all this shit. I get it because I've experienced it myself. This was at a Melanie Martinez concert. Now I know she's a shit person. I know that now. I don't support her anymore. I was on the floor and I got to know the person that was sitting next to me. Which is usually the thing that I do. I usually like if anything, I talk to the people next to me that are sitting next to me, just to like feel more comfortable and get to know someone next to me, like a fellow fan, you know. So I do that. I was talking to this one girl next to me. We got to know each other. She was really cool. She was really nice, of course. There was a girl behind me. She was relatively like quiet, obviously. Before the show, she didn't seem like that crazy, so I didn't expect anything. The concert starts, and the girl behind me starts screaming. It was a visceral, like, screaming, singing. She was singing, if you don't know. She was like, you know, just like as loud as you can possibly fucking take your voice. That's what she was doing. To the point of where I could not even hear Melanie singing. Oh my god, I was getting so fucking pissed off. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. There's two sides to this argument. People who are like, well, just let them enjoy the concert the way they want to enjoy it. And then there's also people, which is me on my side. The people on my side, which is basically saying, but yeah, I paid for a ticket as well, and you're ruining the experience for me. I'm sorry, but if you are screaming so fucking loud to the point of where huge speakers, I can't even hear the singer over massive speakers for the concert, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you can sing along with the artist. Just sing along. You do not have to scream. They cannot hear you, okay? I'll just burst your bubble for a second. They cannot hear you. The artist will not hear you unless it's completely quiet in the fucking concert auditorium, whatever the fuck. I know you're having fun, but you are also ruining my experience, okay? I also paid for a ticket. If I can't even hear the artist, then what is the point of even being there? What's the point of even being there if you can't even hear the artist sing? So, she did that. I was like, I didn't say anything to her. For the past like 2 songs now, right? She still continues to scream the lyrics. Scream. And in my head, I'm like, this girl has to lose her voice at some point, right? No. So it went on for 2 songs straight. And then I went over to the girl. I leaned over to the girl and was like, I can't even hear Melanie sing. Like, I can't even hear her singing. And she was like, yeah, I know. And so she turned around. Thank God she did this. She turned around and she was like, hey, could you stop screaming? We can't even hear the artist. Like, she was very nice about it. She was like, we can't even hear the artist. Can you please stop screaming? And to my surprise, she did. She did actually stop screaming. And I was so glad because I thought my whole concert experience was ruined because this fucking person just screaming their lungs off for no reason. There's no reason to do that. You can sing and you can also scream every once in a while, like, you know, because you're excited. But like, screaming the lyrics, stop. That is one of the concert etiquettes that you have to follow. Do not ruin everyone else's experience. That's their argument on that side. Well, they should have fun. They should have fun. They also bought a ticket. If that's their way of having fun, let them. Okay, yeah, cool. But if it also ruins my experience, a person that also paid for a ticket, then don't do it. So, concert etiquette. I've seen plenty of examples online of concert etiquette being just really bad. But my personal experience of being at like 8 concerts in my life, 20% being the worst fucking people, and then 80% being like actually nice people who are self-aware of their surroundings and the people around them. Majority of the time, the people are super, super nice. So I wouldn't say it's totally down the drain, but there are a lot more people than there used to be that don't have a self-awareness around them. Concert etiquette is somewhat demolishing, but not really. It's not really. Now, the concert experience in general is fucking... I mean, like, as in, like, buying tickets, not the actual concert. Buying tickets for a concert is fucking insufferable. I hate it. I used to love, like, getting, like, ready, like, getting excited to buy concert tickets for something. No, it's not fun anymore. It is the most stressful fucking situation now. You're on edge the entire process of trying to get that fucking ticket that is like $1,000 fucking dollars. God forbid if your internet messes up or anything and just kicks you out, it's over for you, basically. It's like you have to get that ticket in less than 3 seconds, basically. At least for Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster is fucking dog shit. I hate Ticketmaster. I hate using it. I hate the company. I hate everything about it. But I have to use it because these goddamn artists keep using it. These scalpers ruin it for the actual fans, and it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth when over the artist and just over everything that you had to go through to get that stupid fucking ticket. It just leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and artists need to like take it more seriously, in my opinion. If you care about your fans, take this shit more seriously. It is not fun for us to deal with this bullshit. I don't know if it gives them more money. I don't really know, but like, take it more seriously and stop using Ticketmaster, for fuck's sake. You have money. Make your own website or something that can stop these scalpers. You have money. Just make something else. Like Melanie Martinez, I don't support her anymore. I used to be a really, really big fan of hers. Well, other than the terrible shit that has come out about her. Other than that, also just the greediness of it all. Now, I hate to even say that about her. I don't want to ever be like, oh, well, it's not the artist doing these prices. Well, come on, they have to be somewhat a part of it. And if they're not, then that's irresponsible of the artist to not be aware of the prices that you're selling shit. A lot of her merch, a lot of her stuff is like way too expensive. It's way too expensive. I don't know why, but it's really put a bad taste in my mouth for a good minute about her. I mean, nowadays it's like normal, I guess, to have these expensive fucking merch. A lot of artists have really like expensive merch. Like Sabrina Carpenter has really expensive merch on her website. Taylor Swift's website gives you free shipping if you get to a certain amount. And that used to be the case for a lot of the artist websites. Melanie doesn't have free shipping ever. Like, you never get free shipping. It just a little fucking annoying. Like, can you not just offer free shipping? Your shit is so expensive already. Can you not offer free shipping? And sometimes you look at merch, you look at some artists' merch, and you're like, this is so dog shit, and it's like $80. It's like, okay. I'll give you an example. When you go, this has happened probably twice, at least what I've seen. I hate when you go on an artist merch website, You go on there, they show a picture of what the item will be. You go on there, usually these items are pre-ordered. I don't know why they're pre-order. Sometimes it's because the album isn't out yet or something like that, right? They give you the picture, you know, you're expecting the picture to be what it actually looks like, right? Right? Yes. That's the bare minimum. Exhibit A. This is a Melanie Martinez piece of merchandise right here. This came out before her album came out, Portals. So it was a pre-order. Yes? You're coming along with me? Yes? This is the picture they gave us to show us what this shirt looks like, right? This, right after it sold out on the website, they changed the picture to this. Does this look anything like we just saw? No, it isn't. One big detail being the sleeves are green, are a dark green, and it matches way more with the picture on the shirt. And also, the fucking picture is not a square and it doesn't like melt in with the shirt, and this looks so much better. And then this fuck ass cheap ass shit, that's also a huge difference. It looks cheap as shit. And guess what? Look at this. $65 fucking dollars. $65 for a shirt. And for you to be like just fucking catfished randomly over a piece of merch pisses me off so much. I saw this picture. I pre-ordered this shirt back then. Was like so excited about it because this first image looks so good. Like, this looks so cool. The sleeves match with the print on the t-shirt. It goes along well. It basically sold out. Everyone bought everything basically. And then they decided to show the actual photo of the shirt. This is $65. It should not look like this. This looks like dog shit. I'm sorry if you like it. Some people still like this shirt. 65 is not just nothing. Yes, I did cancel the order. Thank God I could cancel it. That was Exhibit 1, everyone. We go to Exhibit B. Now, I love Sabrina Carpenter. I love her music. This isn't as bad as the Melanie Martinez merch. This right here, everyone. So, $70, $70, right? So, this was also a pre-order. It's not a pre-order anymore. It used to be a pre-order. This is a cute little bag that says short and sweet, right? Now, this isn't a huge difference. It's not a big difference. But something that is $70, I expect the photo to be exactly what I am buying. I don't know why that's a complicated thing to do. I want the picture to be exactly what I am buying. So you see this, right? This was the pre-order picture. This was the only picture that they showed for the pre-order. So it's really cute, little ruffles. The only difference is the ruffles. And then you see the actual product, which is this. Now, it's not that big of a difference compared to the Melanie merch. The ruffles just look so cheap and bad. The only difference is the ruffles, really. But it makes a big difference, in my opinion. They're shorter than these ruffles, and they're also more bunched up than these ruffles. It's a small difference, but it does look different. So a lot of people, when I posted complaining about this basically on TikTok, they're like, what's the problem here? I guess they didn't really care that it was different. But here's the thing, everyone. If I'm spending $70 fucking plus shipping, then I want my product to look exactly how you showed it on the website. That is a bare minimum. This doesn't look as good as this. You cannot tell me this doesn't look as good as this. This looks way better. I feel like I wouldn't really be complaining if this shit was on like, I don't know, Shein or some really shitty website, or just like maybe like an off-brand, then that sort of makes sense. But this is your official website. This is $70. Why am I seeing two different things? You can't look at everyone else, you know, getting it because it's a pre-order. So you can't even know what the thing actually looks like. I mean, I wouldn't like not listen to an artist for these reasons, but it just kind of, you know, piles up. You know, Melanie wasn't a good person. Obviously, that's why I don't support her anymore. But just this stuff kind of just stacked on, you know? It's just kind of made it even worse, in my opinion. So, her merch got noticeably very, very cheap. It has gotten very cheap, but the prices have still remained super expensive. I don't think they've ever even been this expensive before. This is a great example, actually. Look at these charm bracelets. These are $45 for a charm bracelet. A bracelet. $45. And does this look like $45 to you? Look how cheap this fucking like strawberry shortcake looks. Why is it so bloody? It just looks so cheap. You can't tell me this doesn't look cheap as fuck. Now, some of them look good. They literally took this charm off of an old bracelet that they had back then, which when her merch was actually decent, they took that. This is like the only cool looking one in my opinion. Well, the bust one looks cool, but like all of it looks so cheap. The pearls look cheap. Everything about it looks cheap. Look at this. This looks like stuff you'd find in your drawer and you just put on. You know what I mean? It doesn't scream $45 if that's what I'm trying to get at. I'm not just trying to diss this merch, which I'm sure plenty of people find this merch very pretty and cute. I'm not judging you for liking this stuff. I'm just pointing out that this does not look $45. This should be maybe $15. 15, right? I think that's a decent price. And also the designs of these have really gone downhill. Good example. Now some of them are really cool. I think these are really cute. These are cute sweater vests, but for fucking $75, I'm not buying them. I really appreciate creative merch. And if they're gonna be $65, I better be seeing some creativity shooting out your ass at this point. Like this, for example. I know a lot of people bought this shirt on the tour. Shirts like these, I always relate it back to like a shirt that came off of like Temu or something. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe I just don't like all print shirts like this because it just reminds me of like just those really cheap Temu ones where they just plaster someone's fucking face all over the shirt. Maybe that's why. I've been a Melanie Martinez fan for a while now, and I don't like it's just a random bunny. This has nothing to do with Melanie Martinez. Maybe the aesthetic, maybe it goes with the aesthetic, maybe. $50. I've never seen this bunny before. Maybe I'm just not a like good enough fan to recognize where this comes from. I don't know, but like $50, dude. These sheer ones also look really cheap. They were $50. $40 is still kind of egregious, not gonna lie. These don't look that good. Like, look at this. Sabrina also has super expensive merch. Like $45 for a tank top that says "Hey Men." Now, I'm not dissing her merch specifically. I really like her merch. Some of them are really, really cute. Like, some of the stuff is really creative and really cute. But I'm just critiquing the prices right now. $55. Well, people liked it. I mean, it's cute. It's cute. But you could find this shit at Ross or something. You know what I mean? I'm giving a warning. I love Sabrina Carpenter. Okay? I love Sabrina Carpenter. Look at this! Look at this! Unless this is like is this like for charity or something? I don't think it is. I I would understand if the prices were like expensive. Maybe if it was for like a charity thing, because some artists do that, where it's a charity thing where all the money is going to charity. Now, that makes sense. I'm okay with that. That's completely fine. This shirt just says, I'm working, like, look how boring and basic this is. It says, I'm working late because I'm a singer. That's cute and all. But for $50 fucking dollars, $50? This is the most basic shirt you can find. Like, like a hat. One hat that just says, don't embarrass me, motherfucker. It's a cute hat. I was even thinking about buying this at some point. But $40 for a hat, a trucker hat. It's just too much for me. I do love Sabrina Carpenter. I love her music. She seems like a good person. When I say seems, I mean as in I don't fucking know her as a person. I've never met her. I've never seen her as a person. So when I say they seem like a nice person, that just means I don't know them. Obviously. You're dissing Taylor Swift fans, huh? I'm a Taylor Swift fan, okay? Now, I know, yes, I know, they're a bit crazy, but what fan base doesn't have a little bit of crazy people, okay? When I went to a Taylor Swift concert, everyone was fine. And you know what? I'll say this. Taylor Swift fans are dedicated. That concert, the Eras Tour concert, that concert is the one concert I've ever been to where everyone, and I mean everyone, dressed for the concert, like dressed in theme for the concert. I have never ever been to a concert where everyone around me or everyone that I see, walk past or whatever, is in theme for that concert. They are dedicated, and I really appreciate it because it was really, really cool. It was so much fun, and everyone just knew every single song. Everyone was dedicated to like everything. I understand why they get a bad rap, but you can't lump everyone in when one person does something like terrible or stupid. You can't bring a fan base down because of like a few fans that are a little crazy or a little creepy or take shit too seriously, right? Every single fan base, a game fan base, a music artist fan base, a YouTuber fan base, a Twitch streamer fan base, there are going to be a group of people that are gonna ruin it or like or just are fucking weird. That doesn't mean we should lump all the fans to be, the worst fan base ever. That's what everyone does with Taylor Swift fans. Majority of them are really cool. It's the same with Love and Deep Space. Recently, Love and Deep Space has had a terrible time recently with its fan base, as you know, as I've talked about. They're like harassing the fuck out of people. Not everyone is like that, okay? See, that's the thing. It's like people lump in everyone to be creepy when one person. That's what everyone does with everything. That even happens in school. When one person acts out, like, I don't know, in a lunchroom or something, everyone gets punished because they have to like change the rule or make things stricter because that one person ruined it for everyone. That is the exact same thing that happened to the streamer Lexi. I'm sure it wasn't just one person. I'm sure it was multiple people. But these multiple people basically ruined it for everyone because they harassed the fuck out of her for no good reason. And it drove her off to never play the game again. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.